the Iredell County Fairgrounds is not only the host to the fair here in Troutman, North Carolina, it is also the host of the Finish Line Wash Pros race night at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. We race this track once a year, and it is Throwback night again, and we're definitely excited to come back to this racetrack after taking a year off. Tonight it's a short track shootout from Troutman, North Carolina. Let's go down and talk to our Cup Series points leader, Nick Stroop.
Well, I'm down here with Nick Stroop, and Nick, we're looking at the season and what's going on throughout the rest of the year. Now we have to make up the road course race, which you can drop. But this race tonight, you can't drop. And in the past, we've had guys that are usually leading the points win this race in the Cup Series. Tim Nye, Tyson Freeze, 2 years ago won this race, went on to win the championship. Are you hoping that trend continues, or do you see yourself running good here? I know you didn't run Friday night, so are you concerned about that?
A little bit. I mean, they have more track time than I do, but the track was completely different. They said it was real spongy, real wet, and it ain't that bad out there right now. So a little bit less track time, but I got here, these guys here, they're helping me out a lot. They're giving me a lot of insight of where they were at the other night. So, yeah, hopefully we win it. I mean, we're on a pretty good streak right now. As long as this go-kart keeps handling the way it has been, it's been on rails. So we'll see here later on if I can just stay in the seat and kind of half-winded. I'm coming out of the coronavirus here, so it kind of sucks. But that's why I wasn't here Friday. But, man, I hope it goes okay and I can stay in the seat.
Yeah, Adam Welsh won that race, the Cup Series version of this race. We know he's really good on the bottom and you're really good running the top. And watching you win the last race on the bottom, do you feel like your program's kind of stepped up now that you've teamed up with all the Reaper guys?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been working real closely with Phantom and trying to get this guy figured out. I see Showalter's on one now, so that's cool. I mean, I just like to build a brand that I like. So we're going to find out. I hope. I talked to Jeremy. He said he was going to pack the top in. So I'm going to go up there and mess around with it and see what's up there.
Yeah, 70-point lead for Stroop. He is now the Cup Series points leader, but anything can happen in these last three races.
Always good to talk to Nick Stroop as we see some of the fair office stuff going on here at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. One driver we want to highlight here is Mark Ellis, and he is going to win our Throwback Scheme winner tonight. He's going to win $100, and that Lowe's for Pros machine, Bill, beautiful looking thing, and a Cup rookie here doing fairly well.
Yeah, Cup rookie honoring a Cup veteran. I'm 7-time right there. I mean, if you're going to run that paint scheme, you better have your shit together, and Mark Ellis definitely does.
Yeah, he's put the big engine on too. He's not starting out in Busch. He's not starting out in ARCA. He's going right for the big boys. So hats off to him. Good looking go-kart. Wish him well tonight.
Yeah, in the Northeast, he ran go-karts in the past, and he's part of that Team Reaper Alliance, which is teamed up with Nick Stroop. But let's go down and talk to him.
48 Lowe's for Pros Chevy. I guess it would be, what, a Camaro or Impala? I can't remember what it was back in the day. It belongs to Mark Ellis. Mark, I believe you worked on this car back in the day. Is that why you went with this?
Yes, sir. Yeah, one of the best people and organizations I've ever worked with. Jimmy and all the people at Hendrick and Mr. H. Had a good few years there with Chad and all the guys, and I miss them dearly, and wish Jimmy the best over in IndyCar now, and figured it was a good throwback. Not that he would ever be forgotten, but it's always good to be reminded how good he was.
Now, tonight is Finish Line Wash Pros night. Your company, your sponsorship, you got the beautiful Throwback. You raced here Friday. How did that go?
Well, as you can see with some of the added hardware, that's a pretty good indicator how it went. But no, it's fun. I mean, it's tight, kind of like a little Martinsville, if you will. It's a one-lane racetrack, I feel like. If you get up in the angel dust, it's a little hairy up there. But I think it's going to be good tonight. We had quite a few karts in Friday, and gave me a good idea and some seat time of what I can expect tonight. And, I just love racing with all these guys. They're so good, and you learn so much from them. So hopefully we can go out there and, run decent.
Nick Stroop said you guys have helped him out tremendously. Obviously, he wasn't here for the Friday night show, but has that helped you guys out equally, as you feel like it's a pretty good relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nick, and Mike Raw and Ronnie Shirk, they got me into this, this year, just starting with the sponsorship, and then I couldn't stand it to watch anymore, so I had to get in one of these things, and these guys got me up to speed. Nick does my tires, not gonna lie. So we help each other out, and we feed off of each other, and it's great to have people, in the same camp that you can feed off of, and that's what makes a successful team.
Mark Ellis has a beautiful Throwback for tonight. If you need your house pressure washed or anything else pressure washed, contact Finish Line Wash Pros.
All right, let's take a look at the DNQ Tech Kart. And guys, we've covered this multiple times, but I feel like it's definitely important to cover it now. And it's Caster and Stagger, JZ, two big tuning tools here at the fair.
Oh, absolutely. We have no banking here at the track whatsoever. So maybe you want to dial a little caster into it, like you're seeing right here. Get a little bit more weight transfer across the back of that go-kart. Or maybe you're the type that doesn't want a heavy steering wheel, so you turn it forward, take some of that caster out. All depends on driver feel and comfort. Stagger is another big change here at the fair. Guys may want to take stagger out of that tire, shrink the size of the right front and especially that right rear to keep that kart from getting so snappy loose coming off the corner.
Well, he took a year off, but Moback, you're not in the 4 car this year, and you always come out here and race the fair. So once again, you come out here only going to run the fair. This is a classical DNQ thing with you guys. You happen to win Friday night when they had the DNQ rules race. How was it like racing on the Treaded Hoosiers, racing in this champ kart, and racing in the series?
It's definitely a lot different. It's nothing. I don't feel like there's anything you take from this to normal go-kart racing, but dude, it was a blast. We had fun. Something a lot different. Like you said, it's the fair, man. Gotta love the fair. Everybody loves the fair.
Yeah, so we've seen some big wrecks here before. You've been part of some of those, but the helmet filter incident. We'll have to find footage of that. But talk.
The year the fans booed me.
Yeah, yes, it was.
They were Dale fans, not Ernie fans.
So talk about just coming out here and racing. I mean, one time a year, the fair. I mean, is it just about winning and getting out of here?
It's just, I don't know, like you said, I mean, it's kind of like your home track. We just live, 15, 20 minutes from here, and it's something different and fun to do. Just every year we look forward to, and Friday night finally broke through and got the win. 5, 6 times we tried it, and came close a few times, but never got it. So hopefully tonight we can, back to back and keep it up front.
Who do you got to thank for putting this thing together for you?
Well, obviously Dick Timmons, Nitro Manufacturing, Nitro Karting, everything he does. I mean, we decided Thursday night we were going to race it and threw it together and got some tires and got some help from Nick Hoffman on what to do to them, and there's no prepping. But it was fun. And Dick and Riley for all the pit help and just everybody else, and KSR, Phantom Racing Chassis.
Richard Moback Tournaire. Close enough. He's going to give it another shot here at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. Thanks.
As we get ready to start the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series feature, can't drop this race here. Like we talked about earlier, Nick Stroop is up 70 points. We had the exhibition race on Friday. Welsh won that as well.
70 points is a lot. It's going to be tough for all those other boys to come back and make that up on Stroop. He's been the heat all season long.
He's been out front, but we've had some really close races the last few weeks. Anything can happen. Stroop could finish 4th, 5th, 6th real quick, and a few guys that come up from the back. So I'm excited to see what happens here in the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series.
One thing I want to point out, look at all those past winners. There ain't a single clean driver in any one of them.
Most of those guys that won those races went on to win the championship that year or years prior or years after that. Take a look at the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series starting lineup. Nick Stroop will start on the SRI pole with Mark Ellis on the outside pole.
Row number 2, Bobby Showtime and Mike Gropp.
Row 3, we've got Kyle Beatty and LJ McCleary.
The next row, we've got Adam Welsh, who won that race Friday night, along with Mickey Roop.
Row number 6, Dean Bush and David Odell.
Row 6, CJ Winslow and the Deuce in the 420.
Welcome back,
Steven
Morcillo. Curtis Markham, Zach Campolonia in the next row.
Levi Hurley and Stephen Broy.
Sent a couple carts home for tonight's race. I fixed this graphic for you, Bill. 410 is the weight. Did you like how we fixed that? Yeah,
Very
I
DNQ
figured you'd enjoy that a lot. Robert Showtime has the in-cart camera, and here we are, going green at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. This is a very special place, and hopefully we have a very special race tonight.
Winslow with a problem right off the bat, almost ended up in the infield.
So for those at home keeping score, Beatty is red gloves, Welsh is yellow gloves, as he is now 4 wide as they come off a 4. David Odell goes for a spin, but he keeps going.
Yeah, what new feature this year at the Iron? Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 around.
Looks like Dean Bush, Mickey Roop, a couple other drivers. Maybe LJ McCleary.
I don't know if it's the beer or the,
Kyle Beatty on the outside here as Stroop, the leader, fires, and we go green. It's been his year. Stroop has won so many races this year. He's just been so hard to beat. I don't know why that is. He's just got to figure it out.
Yeah, when you got it, you got it. It looks like that new feature here at the Iredell County Fair Speedway. On the inside, that inside curve bites another one. That's new for this year. Normally the racing line is left side tires on the grass, right side tires where that berm would be. This year, we've got about a foot tall berm built up on the inside, and it's really throwing some
Robert
of these drivers
Showalter
for
goes
a
around
loop.
there. Major chase implications there as the green flag is back out. Look at Steve Morcillo in the 420 running fourth. Glad to have him back in the series.
Yeah, great to have him back, but look at that 48 car dropping anchor. I mean, he is just leaving a deuce behind him. That 48 car went from second to sixth in like 2 laps.
I think he needs to find some more grip in that go-kart. If he's going to run another class tonight, maybe he can throw something at it, but right now it looks like he's just fighting to find any type of grip that's
Looks
out
like the
there.
middle actually, you can keep some momentum up in the middle of the racetrack. We've seen some guys kind of hold the middle as, man, I love watching these guys slide into these corners here at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. It is awesome to watch these guys navigate this track.
These treads have really allowed the guys to run 2 lines around this track where in the past if someone's around, CJ Winslow again.
Winslow goes around. That is definitely going to bring out the caution. We told these guys to make sure you keep rolling when you spin. Looks like we're on the way to single file restarts here pretty quick as Stroop leads again. The 48's a little sideways off of Dean Bush's front bumper, but Stroop again leads them as Welsh and Beatty and Mike Rout, all the top 4 drivers.
Yeah, Kyle Beatty, a veteran in all forms of racing around the Southeast, and he's running good in his first DNQ race. You've got to have some talent to run up here, especially at the Iredell County Fairgrounds.
JC, you see that entry? These guys are pitching these carts in, aren't they? As Dean Bush goes around again. My goodness. I don't know how you wreck on the front stretch or the back stretch. Let's see it again. Yeah, he had a little help.
Yeah, got the right front up there in the berm too. Couldn't do anything.
Single
Can't
file
turn it in the
restarts,
fence.
as we expected. Green flag back out. Adam Welsh got a good jump there on Mike Rout. As Rout, see that high line, stays in there. But what we're talking about, Jay-Z, is watching these guys pitch these carts into the corner here.
Yeah, they're trying to get their cart to rotate and get a straighter drive off the corner. Looks like drive off is a premium tonight, so you kind of sacrifice your entry, get the cart pointed, and get that power down, and you get a good drive off. As Nick Stroop is, I was gonna say put on a clinic, but Mike Rout, he's looking down the inside. He's trying to put a challenge on for the lead.
Mike Rout definitely able to get the power down off of 2, that's for sure. He's beating the back bumper off of Stroop. Stroop doing everything he can to hold him off. So far, Stroop has led every single lap here.
Rout hunkering down here, trying to make a move on Stroop. Looks like he can exit lower, Jay-Z. That's going to give him the move and a shot at the lead here going into 1.
Yeah, Mike Rout in that yellow 112. He fights it off the berm. Stroop, he's not giving up. They're side by side. Drag race down the back straightaway. They pitch it in 3 and 4. Mike Rout, your new leader.
Mike Rout to the point right now. But Iredell County is a place where dirty driving comes out, and everybody looks like he might be fast enough to fend it off. But remember, we've got a 5 to go caution, and that is going to screw up his race.
Cross
just
flags
like
there. We are
planned.
halfway through this event. As Stroop in second, Welsh and Beatty in third and fourth, with Morcillo fifth. Oh, never mind. Here comes LJ McCleary. LJ McCleary, Hall of Famer in the DNQ karting series. Glad to see him back out. He hadn't been out here in a while.
LJ McCleary's got a lot of laps around the Iredell County Fairgrounds. He's one that's sneaky good. He'll save his shit all race and then be there right at the end. He's in the top 5 right now. Keep your eye on him as we get later on, as we're beating and banging for, I don't know, what's that, 7th, 8th, 9th?
Mark Ellis, shout out with a nice move there. Entered in real high, cranked the wheel left, put his blinker on, turned down low, got a spot, but he's about to lose another one again as we go into 3. He holds him off. It's a hornet's nest, Bill.
He went off the front bumper of somebody there as we switched cameras to watch off the corner. Some of these guys, like I said, man, they're running the higher line. Campolonia way high. But I still think there's grip there, Jay-Z. It seems like it's working out for some of these guys, being able to keep momentum.
It could be. There's looking for that moisture, trying to find a spot where everyone isn't. That right rear finds it, they get some bite, and they shoot off the corner. I don't know if the bottom's going to be the favorite here before long.
Mike Rout,
People will be moving up the
check
racetrack.
it out.
Some of these guys, they're taking a page out of Donnie Schatz's book. He normally, and Winslow goes around again.
Tough break.
Schatz runs the middle because he can't see the cushion and he can't see the inside wall. Some of these guys, I think, had the same problem, but for different reasons. There was quite a stack of Busch lights down in the pits.
It was close enough to 5 to go, so this is like 7 to go. As Rout takes the lead, Beatty gets hit in the left rear by Levi. Man, this is the favorite. We talk about the fair many a times. This is where it really starts to go down here. This is where the bumpers start getting hit. Speaking of which, got 2 hooked up there, Mark Ellis and Dean Busch, who's been a problem, who's had a problem about every one of our cautions here so far. Yeah. Going back green. Mike Rout, the leader. Adam Welsh in second makes a move to the inside. Can he make the pass? Cannot make it happen.
Bad Kitty beating a bumper off of that thing. Mike Rout with that good drive off makes it happen. He keeps the lead, and Stroop gives the Bad Kitty a shove. We're 4 wide down the front stretch. That allows Kyle Beatty to take over the second spot.
Yeah, Welsh was
he
flipping
does
him
that
off.
all the time, guys. Does it all the time.
Adam Welsh about wrecked flipping off Stroop there on the front stretch as Dean Busch and Mark Ellis again are hung up. My goodness.
Think they're going to each other's birthday parties later this year?
Could be. Welsh trying to get an arc on Rout here on the restart as we go back green. Looks like Rout isn't too concerned about letting somebody have the inside on that restart.
Nope, he's got that good drive off, that momentum off the top. Mike Rout all out front, nothing in front of him. He's got a few more laps to go. Bad Kitty, 1 more lap to go. Bad Kitty going to give it all he can. The battle is for 3rd and 4th. Mike Rout.
Bad Kitty has an issue. Mike Rout coming off turn 4 is going to win the race, but Adam Welsh is getting pushed by Kyle Beatty to a 2nd place finish. Wow, that was impressive.
Mike Rout down here in Victory Lane at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. Mike, you've had some big wins in your career. This has got to be number 1 on the list.
This is definitely number 1 on my list. A couple years ago, we ran here. I came out, won both poles, and Flat Kart Friday. Blew the motor first feature out. So ever since then, I absolutely love this place, and I wanted to come back and do everything I could. As a matter of fact, Friday I was completely junked, 7/10 off the pace. I wholesale changed this thing. My wife helped me. Here I am.
Talk about the pass for the win there. Talk about for the pass for the win there on Stroop. Pretty clean there. Wasn't the bump and runs we've seen all night.
That's my teammate right there, and I wanted to. I didn't want to wreck him, but this thing just started firing, and I knew I was faster, so I tried to do as clean as I could without wrecking my teammate.
Yeah, Adam Welsh was putting the pressure on you in those last restarts. Did you feel him there? Did you think something was going to happen?
I felt something on my left rear, but he raced me clean, and I seen him get under me a couple of times, but this thing was just yanking off the 2. It was crazy.
Anybody you got to thank for this?
I need to thank my wife. She helped me wholesale change this thing, and my kids, my buddy Ronnie, Asian John, Hump. I just got a lot of people I got to thank. You guys for doing this. Just as awesome. This is like a Daytona win for me.
Finish Line Wash Pros 90 makes the sponsor happy by taking home the win in the Cup Series. Well, it's not every day you blow up and get help from your friend across the finish line for a good points night, but that's what happened with you, Adam Welsh.
Yeah, friend, teammate, car owner, brother-in-law, whatever you want to call it. We thrashed for 2 weeks and built 4 brand new go-karts. Debuted them Friday. We won Friday. Mike had us tonight, and I mean he had grip we didn't have, and I got to thank everybody at the shop, Tyler, the kids, Kyle, everybody that's thrashed. That was because we've worked so hard. It was giving up a spot to push me, so I can't thank him enough.
You about wrecked flipping Nick Stroop off there on the front stretch. Was that a mistake? Should have just kept the hand on the wheel?
Oh, hell no. Nope. Definitely not. I don't know what. I'm going to assume he didn't do it on purpose, and I'm going to assume he was getting pushed from somebody else, and I'm going to assume it was an accident. So, somebody going for the championship, that's stupid.
Talk about that not moving Rout out of the way. You had the opportunity to move him. Was that just a respect move there?
Yeah, me and Mike get along good, and we race each other as fair as we can. I don't want to be the guy. When you do it to me, yeah, I'll do it to you. Me and Rout's been all right, so we're good.
Adam Wells still not out of the points championship yet with tonight's finish.
All right, let's take a look at the final results of the Escape Pool Cleaning Cup Series. Mike Rout will finish with a win. Big win for him at the Iredell County Fair. Welsh McCleary gets third place because Kyle Beatty had an illegal carburetor, so he will be disqualified from his third place finish.
Sorry, got a little drink there.
Yeah, all right. It's fine. There you go. There's the rest of the top 10. Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series news and notes. Josh Long has won 2 in a row. We want to say Josh Long is sick right now. We hope for him to have a speedy recovery and get back to racing here real soon. We're thinking about you, Josh. He also won the exhibition race here on Friday, and in points, he is back 5 points in this race here. So that's definitely something to watch.
Oh, for sure. And Joey Gase, 35 out with a couple to go. He can make that up, too. Bobby Showtime and Josh Long, they have been up front all year long. Those two have definitely been the two to beat. Bobby Showtime, he's going to have to make something happen here tonight. But Josh Long, he'll have one more chance after this.
And one of the keys to the race here, Bob, you see across the top there, cannot drop this race. With how frantic that last Cup Series feature was, do you think guys are going to bide their time, keep their nose clean, or is it going to be a complete shit show the whole race and they're just going to use each other up?
20-lap feature, I think we know the answer. Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series starting lineup. Dylan Latour on the SRI pole with Brian Shaw, Jay-Z, your man, on the outside row.
I love me some Brian Shaw.
Row number 2, Josh Long and Joey Gase.
Zach Campologna and Robert Showalter in the third row.
Scooter and Mike Contarino in the next row.
Steven Tatuges and Magic Mike Mill.
Next row, Martin Coberly and Jonathan Mabe in the 44.
Chris Britt and Kyle Moon in the next row from the B main. David Markham and Dan Marek. Dash Series 390 stock Predator engines, small tires all the way around. And if you're more to love, you get good gear options as we go green. And the Dash Series, man, we thought the guys were pitching in before. These guys have 0 stagger, so they can't turn. So I'd imagine we're going to see that and some more as Brian Shaw skates away with the lead.
Yeah. Brian Shaw probably built some. Oh, and talking about free in. We got plenty of free in right there.
Josh Long
71,
gets
Josh Long
KO'd
that
on the
went
left
around?
side.
Major chase implications.
Take a look at that again. Joey Gase gets into him, spins him out, and then Jonathan Mabe, nowhere to go. And these two have had a history together of wrecking each other. If you remember earlier this year, him and Josh have gotten into it, and my goodness, that's a shot.
Yeah, that was a big one there.
You feel that in the old rib cage in the mornings. Brian Shaw leads it back to the
Major
green.
chase implications.
Major chase implications. Green flag are back underway. Sure we'll get that frame straightened out here. Brian Shaw, Jay-Z, your man, he's won a race this year, but it was in the tech shed. Hasn't actually gone out there and dominated a race, but he's looking like he could do that tonight.
We got one more up against the fence. I wish him the best of luck. He's shown flashes of brilliance, and with this no stagger setup, he seems to be getting away from the field. We'll see if he can keep it hammered down and stay caution-free and stay out of trouble.
Yeah, Jay-Z, I stopped by his shop earlier in the week prior to this race, and he was building a set of spindles to try to get the cross down to 35%. What do you typically run, say, at Millbridge? And why would you want to run 35% cross here at the fair?
Well, you know, when you're at Millbridge, you're running anywhere from 62 up to 67% cross, depending on the type of chassis you want to run, especially with the big engines. You know, for this small, flat, slick track, he just wants to take all the cross out of it and bury that right rear in the racetrack to get the best drive off. We would call that trick bucking back in the day.
There's plenty of that goes on in this series.
Seems like it's working for him. He's out there, out front, clean air. We know how critical that is. These guys are wide open. I know it's hard to tell, but he's got all that clean air on the nose. Mike Contarino, he's a guy who's very hot and cold in this series, and he's hot tonight.
Yeah, the two past champions in the Dash Series, the only two champions we have, running second and third, with Latour having another good run here in fourth, Joey Gase in fifth. And like we talked about earlier, he's 35 points back, but he's also ahead of all of his competition right now, having a good night, doing what he needs to do.
keeping that nose clean. We're caution free so far here as Gase comes up in the back. He looks down the inside. He's trying to get past Melton there, but no can do. In the pre-race here, I saw Melton and his crew looking at that left rear quarter panel. They had the Bondo out. They were sanding it down. They were hoping to just get a little bit more rotation out of that go-kart. Use the aero here because, every track's an aero track these days, guys. There's no way you can't have good aero. So we'll see if that massaging pays off.
You have to justify the aero group's job sometimes, and that's what we're doing here at the fair. You look how yawed out some of these karts are, and you look at Joey Gase. His aero group put a whole side panel on it, and obviously it passed the Hawkeye.
Obviously.
Yeah. DNQ tech isn't all that great, except when it comes to tires and motors, like we throw people out every single week. But Bobby Showtime having a tough go of it tonight. He's got pressure from behind in the form of Steven Tatuges. Bobby Showtime, he's going to have to ramp it up. I hope he's just saving some stuff, because right now Joey Gase is gaining points on him.
Yeah, and it's tough for him in the Cup feature. He had a problem with his chain and cost him a lot of points, and now he's here in the Dash Series where he's leading points. Right now not having a good night as Joey Gase doing very well. Latour gets shit canned there by Mike Connerino.
Latour back to the inside. Door slams Connerino up the racetrack. Can't make it stick. Melton and who's that? Is that Gase side by side there going for fourth? There's a yellow's out.
5 to go. Here we go. Can Brian Shaw win this thing and take the trophy to the house as we go back green? 5 laps left.
Brian Shaw out in front. Latour and Gase there, Connerino side by side, is the best thing that could have happened for Shaw as he gets into 3 free and clear.
Scooter there in the Chalou machine doing very well. Usually don't see him up towards even anywhere close to the front. Having a good run here tonight. And there he goes in the top groove, getting moved out of the way by Showalter.
Joey Gase trying to fight for that 4th spot, but Josh Long, major chase implications. He's way back in 10th spot.
Melton gets into... Oh, no, Melton.
Oh, hammered.
Man, tough break for Joey Gase. Was having a good run. Melton was there. Got pushed down to the berm. Just product of tough racing here at the fair. Watch this. Boom! Ooh. Oh, my gosh. You got to love
There's
that.
May, bit another wreck again. He just having trouble with the ARCA braking tonight.
Dan Marak, Rookie of the Year in this series last year. Let's look at this again. That's probably on Melton. That Verdue right there shows me it's on Melton. Love that debris flying everywhere, too. May have got something broke on that thing.
Yeah, he just cranked a whole handful of wheel and nothing happened.
All right, here we go. Few laps left. Brian Shaw leads. Contarino on the outside as we're back green. Contarino caught sleeping on the restart.
Contarino went from the penthouse to the shit house. Who is our top, as Tatujas goes off-roading, who's our top championship runner right now? Is it Bobby Showtime all the way back in like 8th?
Yes, it is. He's way up in the top there trying to make a run at it, but just having a tough night as Shaw's leading, and now Josh Long seems like he's the best in the championship chase as a white flag is out for Brian Shaw.
Who would have thought the championship battle would come down to P7 and Brian Shaw through 3 and 4 leads flag to flag. He's your winner at the Iredell County Fairgrounds.
My guy.
Wow, look at that finish there.
Whoa.
Let's go down.
8 wide for 10th.
That good racing, man. I'm telling you, the fair is really good.
Yeah.
Well, down here in Victory Lane with Brian Shaw, who happened to dominate this race pretty much, this Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series race. First win, got to be excited.
Really excited, especially being on a 20-some-year-old go-kart. The thing handled great tonight. We put a new engine on, and it's working good. So, yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, it seemed like you were just better through the corners overall. I mean, just this place, it's more of a driver's track in my mind.
I love this place. The first time I've run here, except for Friday night, I love it. I don't know, it just fits my driving style.
Who do you got to thank for this win?
I got to thank the whole Showalter crew, Adam Welch. They're all big help to me. My family. And that's about all that really works on the cart. Me and my wife sit there drinking beer, working on the cart. And, you know, it's just great.
big win here tonight for Brian Shaw. He's going to take it home in the Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series.
Thanks.
Well, a driver that has 0 weight on his cart, I bet you took advantage of the gear rule. Mike Connorino did not take advantage of the rules that we have in place. A good second place finish, man. I tell everybody all the time, Mike Contorino is really good. He just, every once in a while you have good races, you don't have good races, but a good finish tonight as a past dash champion.
Yeah, I haven't run dash all year and decided to run more than one class and not be lazy. So today was the time to do it, and it paid off. I wish I would have had a little bit more for Shaw, but second, I'll take it.
Where was he beating you throughout the track?
He was beating me off the corner, center off all day. I mean, he just motored me off the corners every lap.
Who you got to thank for this second place finish tonight?
Showtime Speed. That's one of his hot rods. So him and my kids that are all around, and that's about it.
Mike Contorino, second here, a past dash series champion. 84 Machina, Dylan Latour. Haven't talked to him yet this year. A good top 3 finish. Maybe we haven't. I forgot. It's been a long year. All right, a good top 3 finish tonight here at the fair.
Yeah, this is my 4th race in this kart, and this is my 5th race in the DNQ series. I ran the Pro Cup class once at Millbridge in the DNQ series. And this dreaded stuff in the flat karts is really fun. Normally I race outlaw karts, and this right here is pretty fun and really cheap to get into, and is just hands down fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, this racing here is a slugfest. It's not like the regular Millbridge night. I mean, what mindset do you have going into this race?
Well, I always loved this track. When I ran opens here, it was a blast in opens. It's really small. You got to bump, move people. Even in opens, you got to bump and move people. And in the race, I was trying to do that, but I was trying to be cautious with the 18 there. I kind of made him upset last race and in Millbridge in the Pro Cup class, so I don't want to make him upset again. But I was trying to be cautious and be nice with him and just have fun. I'm not here to wreck anything or damage anything. I'm just here to have fun and just do as best I can.
If everyone else would bring that mindset, their karts would look just like Dylan Latour's does tonight with a good 3rd place finish.
Thank you. All right, let's check out the final results. Brian Shaw will take home the win. Contorino second. Dylan Latour, your top 3. But where we talked about earlier, that championship deal, I mean, there it is.
7th and 8th place. Those are your 2 championship leaders. That's what makes this series and specifically this track so exciting. Was Brian Shaw got his first win, but everybody was watching 7th and 8th because those are the 2 guys that are battling out with one more race to go for this Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series Championship.
Yeah, the fair race is electric, and this finish, you cannot drop. So they're stuck with that 7th and 8th place finish. I don't think they have room to err again for the rest of the season as we head into the intercourse next week.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a shaker. He's definitely going to shake some stuff up here in this Finish Line Wash Pros Dash Series. Let's take a look at the Carroll Tractor and Trailer Bush Series. And, man, I don't really have anything good to say here except series switching to treads in 2022. It's going to be interesting to see who picks that, but this has been all Anthony Kidwell. Alex Cunningham has brought 2 entries here from Hammer Karts, and there are your points.
Yeah, Anthony Kidwell has laid it down this year. He's got that new kart from John Kinder, and it's really working.
I'm interested to see what the Hammer Karts can do. I know they've shown some real speed off and on in years past. They've been running some smaller shows around the Southeast and haven't been focusing on the big series, it's DNQ lately, but it's good to have them here and measure up and see where their current chassis is at. So I'm excited to see what Kyle brought.
Yeah, Aaron Hodge is not here tonight. Obviously had his issues last race. So Dylan Teasley and Anthony Kidwell are battling it out for this championship. Carroll Tractor and Trailer Repair Bush Series starting lineup. Alex Cunningham on the pole with Reed Hatchett on the outside pole.
Number 2, Thomas Back Markham and Red Dead Redemption.
Row 3, John Kidwell, one of the favorites, and Dylan Ratchet Jaws Teasley.
Anthony Kidwell, our points leader, with John Jarrell in the last row. Here it is. You can prep here. Whatever tires pretty much you want to run, 390 stock Predator. Here we go. And let me tell you, we've had so many good races here in this series at the fair as we go green. And man, even this tire package, look how much faster these guys are. Now, they're not sideways, but they are definitely a lot faster.
Yeah, they are moving, and those Hammer Karts are fast. They are 1-2 right now. Shove it.
Bob, Bill, I bet you these guys are running tires that are punching 40 at best right now with how much speed they're carrying through the middle of that turn. Those hammer carts up front got some grip. Cunningham loses a spot to his teammate there, Reed, whatever his last name was, I forgot. And
Hatchet.
Red Dead Redemption looking down the inside in that Mishu tribute machine.
Yeah, it's got 50 on one side, 3 on the other. Eddie Mishu, who has passed away recently. Thoughts are with him and his family. Is going to go on board with Thomas Markham as he is in the back Markham. Racing with Dylan Teasley, who's, still got a shot at a championship as long as Anthony Kidwell has a bad night. But I've really started to notice that guys that are racing for a championship will bring their buddies to the racetrack. So John Kidwell's racing, Anthony's brother, and then Welsh brought his buddy. And it's like these guys are playing the points blocker game. And it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, well, this is big-time auto racing. You got to do whatever you can. We've seen it in the lower cup series a handful of times where some shit teammates will go out there and run in front of the leader for 10 laps, and then the guy who lost the race will get on TV and whine and complain that he got blocked by somebody he didn't expect to get blocked by. So, hey, everything is fair game for a championship, and this is big-time auto racing.
Right now, Reed Hatchett has a big-time lead here in that Hammer Kart, JZ, as he's not walking away from Clenard right now.
No, it's the prep deal here at the track. A track that's not normally run in here at the fair is Cunningham back on the inside of Clenard trying to find some room. So it's hit or miss with the tires. People don't really have a huge notebook for the fair race. They're not stocking tires specifically for this track. So it's a crapshoot. It looks like the Hammer Karts guys, in addition to Clenard, who has his own prep line, precision
5-star
prep,
tires.
I believe.
They don't pay
tire
us, so we can't
specialties.
mention it. Don't mention it. I'm kidding.
That's
I'm
right.
kidding. I'll have to bleep it out.
NBC rules.
You know, if he don't, if Clenard doesn't start tucking his mullet into his fire suit, he's gonna get it caught in the chain. I just noticed that. I noticed that mullet flapping around in the corners here, and it just made me laugh.
That happens way too much, man. Like it's a real thing. I don't want to walk around and get scalped at the racetrack.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it flowing. It's so majestic, and he's running down the leader with that aero advantage. Look at it.
Yeah, that's like a diffuser.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Caleb Clenard has run down Reed Sorensen, and he's about to pass him. Reed Sorensen's about to be in some dirty air behind that mullet.
No, that's not Ronald McDonald with that red hair flapping. It's Caleb Clenard going for the lead, and Reed Sorensen back on the inside making the pass back.
Who says these prep classes don't have good racing, man? Look at these guys going at it like two pros.
There it is, our 5 to go caution. Man, this things are getting a little interesting here in the Busch Series feature. I think it's more the prep thing that nobody wants to deal with. Not saying the racing isn't good. It's just, my goodness, the deal that goes with it. As we go back green,
I hear you.
Ken Clenard hauled off Reed Sorensen. He gets a run on the higher line. Can't clear him.
Oh, the Hammer cars blocking each other. Reed Sorensen gets pushed up. And is that Kidwell that goes to the
Yes,
inside?
Anthony Kidwell, our points leader, into second as the two Hammer carts racing each. Oh!
John Kidwell.
No.
John Kidwell and Thomas Markham. Oh my
Hung
gosh.
up like two dogs.
Let's see what happened in this instant replay. Kidwell up top, 3 wide with Teasley. I don't know. I don't really know how that happened.
Graceful as a Biden press conference.
I don't know what they want me to do. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Back under green here, and Clenard leads. Let's hopefully see what happens as Kidwell in second. Well, he was in second. Now looks like Reed Sorensen is going to battle him for it.
Kidwell goes to the inside. He's able to hold him off temporarily. Caleb Clenard stretching his legs, and we got Cunningham to the inside of our points leader, Kidwell. Kidwell's got to hold off both Hammer cards. They both go by. Kidwell goes from second. Now Ratchet Jaw's there. He's going to make his way all the way back to fifth.
Man, what a great race. We got Clenard running away with it, but we got a hornet's nest here. Teasley coming from the back of the pack. He's going to get a good finish here this evening if this keeps up.
White flag in the air. Caleb Clenard and that Eddie Mishu Memorial Machine is going to come off of turn 4, take the win, mullet flapping it all. Second place is going to go to Hatchet, and Teasley will round out your top 3. Let's go down and talk to Caleb Clenard.
Right. Well, we're down here in Victory Lane, and a Big win for Caleb Clenard. Also a very good one honoring Eddie Mishu with this go-kart here tonight. Passed away recently. Got to be a very special one, not only being the fair, but that as well.
Yeah, a few years ago I felt like we had the kart to win here and got it took away from us by a lap kart. But to do it today, especially with this throwback with Eddie Mishu on one side, Sun Trey on the other, they've put in countless hours to help me in my career, and it's just special to get it done to them. Can't thank Randall Beck for letting me pilot this thing and letting me do that scheme. And I don't know, I guess for a wannabe, never was, I guess we hit on tires pretty good tonight.
Yeah, 5-star tire specialist definitely had this thing going well. Just a cool paint scheme, and racing here at the fair, you got a really big crowd. It's got to feel good to just finally win here, and like we said before, just very special.
Yeah, with us really focusing on the money stuff, it's not really sure how much DNQ racing we're going to get to do. So this one definitely, not knowing if it's going to be my last one, it's definitely special.
Caleb Clenard, great race here tonight. Finally gets that win in the fair in the Busch Series race. Not Molly Hatchett, Reed Hatchett down here. Second place finish there. You end up beating Cunningham after you guys were all talking that crap.
Oh, yeah, man. Me and Cunningham, we go at it. We love each other. But he said he was going to try to get me, but I did my own stuff tonight, and I came out with a second. Got out pretty far there at the beginning, but they reeled me back in, and we'll settle with second.
What was it like racing here at the Iredell County Fairgrounds? A different kind of racetrack, but it's got to be a lot of fun.
Man, definitely different than anything I've ever been to. And they said we was going to the fair. I didn't expect to see the whole fair, but this place was fun. We had a good time, and man, it's just I love racing. That's what we're here to do.
Reed Hatchett, a good finish here tonight in the DNQ Carroll Tractor Trailer Repair Busch Series feature.
That's number one in your heart.
Third in the program, number one in your heart, as Hot Pockets tells me right now, is Dylan Teasley. Dylan, Tyler Young absent again, but still managed a good top three.
Yeah, it was a pretty good night. Pickle was on his game finally. It's been a while since we've had a good run, but yeah, it was pretty good.
With Aaron Hodges out of the picture now, we got Kidwell leading the points. You're a distant out there, but he can't drop this race, so I'm sure you gain a pretty good amount.
Yeah, I hope so. I was hoping to win it this year, but obviously haven't had a very good year, but we've been getting better, so we'll see.
How was it racing at this place?
It's fun. I wish we'd come here more often, but it was fun.
Who do you got to thank for this?
My dad, Pickle, all my crew guys over there that are on their phones. It's about half the time. Yeah, that's about it.
I'm amazed to stay together. As guys they do a great job when they're not completely drunk. So good job down here tonight for Dylan Teasley. All right, let's take a look at the final results of that race. Clenard takes home the win in that Mishu machine. Hatchett and Teasley are top three. Anthony Kidwell got shuffled a little bit there at the end.
Yeah, he went from second to fifth. Major chase implications. The only good thing was everybody that he's racing still finished behind him.
Teasley brought it home P3 in the middle of the season. He struggled a little bit. He had a couple of wins early, some real promise at the end of last season too, and he's been kind of quiet. So it's good to see him have a good finish here at the fair.
Got a little bit of pussy behind the Ferris wheel, came down here and put it on the podium.
Yeehaw.
All right, USAC news and notes. This has been John Kidwell's series over the last 3 races. He's been unstoppable. Didn't start in the series this year, so points are not an option for him. But we look at this championship, and it's Melton versus Kingen for the championship. And Charlie Kingen been very consistent, but so is Mike Melton.
Yeah, Charlie Kingen with all that aero stuff on, you gotta think that it's gonna help here at this tight paper clip. Mike Melton, though, he's banging on the door of Charlie Kingen. Kingen makes one mistake, Mike Melton's gonna be right there to take this championship.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this might be, if they make a mistake, this could be a championship race for 7th and 8th again, like we saw that feature a couple races ago here. But we'll see. John Kidwell probably run away with it again, although the fair race is a toss-up. It's anyone's show. We'll see how it shakes out.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, USAC starting lineup, and on the pole is John Kidwell, go figure, on the SRI pole, with Mike Melton the outside pole.
Number 2, Charlie Kingen and Steven Tatuges.
Row 3, the 35 of Joey Geist and Mike Connorino in the 71.
Dean Bush and Moback in the next row.
Turbo Tyler Richmond and Curtis Beast.
David Crops and Trent Newman in the 08.
Rob Bates will round out the field for the USAC feature tonight. USAC Champ Karts 425. Same tires as we run pretty much on every other class. No prep, groove, and sight. Got some in-cart cameras here tonight. Dean Bush, David Crops will carry in-cart cameras. Here we go. Man, this series is. Oh, which we're jumping wheels already. As we go green,
that's our points leader, Charlie King.
Yeah. That top line, they got some room there. But Jay-Z, we talk about this series and how the drivers have to be disciplined. They can't just beat and bang on each other with that exposed right front. And I think that's what makes the racing cleaner and naturally safer as Mike Melton gets to the lead here.
Yeah, Melton, he's flying on the bottom there with a good run off of 4, but he's not out of the woods yet. He's got to the 15 looking to the inside of him.
Yeah, Kidwell always strong, won the last 3 in a row. He's keeping Melton honest. Melton already got some laps around this joint, though, and he's been up front in every class that he's run so far. He might be able to hold Kidwell off.
But back to the cleanliness, that exposed right front makes you treat everyone with respect because you got your seat, you got your seat belts, you got your roll cage, but you can still take a nasty spill, as I think it was it Bob Bates found out earlier this year, or was that Curtis Beeson, where he took a bad tumble and broke a couple of bones. So, I think it's good racing. I think a lot of people want to do something different, have something fun, which DNQ is all about, and this class has taken off because of it.
Yeah, I'm looking back there and watching Melton lead this race where Charlie Kingpin's in about 6th as Kidwell makes a move to the inside on Melton. See if Melton can hold him off.
Yeah, Melton's hanging tight right there on the outside. Getting a good run off the corner. Turns it down to the inside. Can't quite do it. That's going to put Kidwell to the lead, but that's still okay for Magic Mike Melton. He's definitely going to make up those points on Charlie Kingpin. That's your current points leader right now, Mike Melton.
I see Charlie King, and he's a little sideways up off the corner. It doesn't look like he has any good bite off as we're on board with Dean Bush. This is what it's like to run at the Iredell County Fair in a Champ Kart.
I can't see shit, Bob.
It looks like he's a little tight going in, and he's got to catch up a little bit on exit, so he's not rolling a ton of speed, but it definitely doesn't look evil. So maybe he can change his line a little bit as we're on board with Crops to see a little bit different perspective about how his kart's working. A little bit of opposite lock there, and he's also fighting tight getting into the corner too. He's got quite a bit of wheel into it. Does he just hit the berm, I believe?
I see even less out of his car.
Back to the setup plate.
Yeah, we are halfway through this event here at the Iredell County Fair. Run a little bit shorter races. The fair's got to get over early, but Kidwell starting to stretch his legs on Melton, Todges, and Gase's. One kart's starting to get turned there. Dean Bush getting a little sideways.
Yeah, Magic Mike Melton hanging strong in that 2nd place. Joey Gase one to keep an eye on. Whenever he runs this cage kart, he's always fast. I wonder if he's waiting for that 5 to go caution.
Well, as these guys are out here racking it out, let's go ahead and crank it up. Hope you enjoyed that version of Crank It Up as Curtis Beeson has a problem on the top of the racetrack. And lap traffic starting to cause issues here on the racetrack as Todges right where he jumps Rob Bates.
Ooh, he's smoking now, Bob.
Yeah, it looked like it might have knocked the bodywork or maybe even the carburetor off of that machine. Oh yeah, big trouble.
Yeah, looks like Snoop Dogg's riding that thing as the caution is now out for that. Here we go. We're going
It is green.
double them back up, and we're jumping tires before the green again. Here we go. Green is back out. Melton to the outside. Can he make it happen?
Melton giving Kidwell everything he's got. And we got Joey Gase around. Don't really care. We'll stay green. Magic Mike Melton powering by on the outside. He retakes the lead from Kidwell as we go to yellow again. Oh, Joey Gase.
Gonna have to do it again from the outside. Doesn't get the jump. We're back green. And Trent Newman gets spun. So that's gonna bring out the caution again. Probably a bad restart as well. Newman got spun there. Not happy about it. Well, when he's rolling his cart back, he dives it into and hits, I think that's Dean Bush, under caution as he's rolling his cart off. The wheel must have slipped out of his hand.
Stretched it a little bit.
And, you know, this is the Iredell County Fair. This is the fair right here.
Yeah.
It's not the fair if this doesn't happen.
At least he took his helmet off to go after someone. I'll give him some credit.
Yeah. Oh, hit the track worker. That's right. Gotta love the fairgrounds. Here we go, going back green again. See if Melton can make it happen on the outside.
Melton gets another good start. He's holding Kidwell to the bottom. Kidwell shoves him up a little bit, but that outside line's got some momentum. Magic Mike Melton pinches Kidwell down again, but Kidwell by a car length, barely. Magic Mike Melton staying there on the outside, cuts back underneath him. He's going to try to the inside. Can't quite do it. He jams it in there anyway. The battle for the lead is hot.
Charlie Kingpin back to 5th now. This is the championship, major chase implications. Can't drop this race. Only a few laps left. He's trying to march his way back to the front.
Yeah, that's the danger with that high entry there as we see Kidwell running out front. It leaves the door open on the inside for someone to shove it in there and shit can you up the racetrack, but he's been able to make it work so far.
Yeah, Magic Mike Melton not giving up. He's at the bumper of Kidwell with 1 lap to go. Is he gonna give it all he's got and just shit can him in 3 and 4 for the win? Not gonna be able to make it. Kidwell makes it 4 in a row. Magic Mike Melton 2nd, 3rd place.
The whole field wrecks on the
third?
front stretch. Dean Bush involved.
That's Kingen.
Kingen's involved. Let's take a look at the replay of the race. Looks like, Todges got into Moback, which then in turn gets Kingen in the wall. He does cross the line before the rest of the guys do. Thank goodness. That would have been hellacious for points. What a finish.
Down here in Victory Lane with John Kidwell. John, what is this, 4 in a row now here in the USAC series?
Yeah, it's 4 in a row. 4 times in it, 4 wins, so it's going good.
You had a moment of almost looked like you were human for a minute when Mike Melton got by you on the outside and the caution came out, and that pretty much saved you from losing the win.
Yeah, it was, man, Mike was really fast tonight. We had a little push in 1 and 2. We were good in 3 and 4 off the bottom. But I can't thank Mike for racing me clean. We raced clean, and that's how this series ought to be. You know, you got a couple guys out there that race clean. You know, you come in week in, week out, and have a good time. And you know, we were there. Man, it was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. Mike jumped out in front. And I was like, I got to find something else to do here to catch him, because he started pulling me about a half a cart, and then I found something off the bottom off of turn 4. It started catching, and you know, I'm just happy. You know, like I said, 4 times in it with John, and you know, we got 4 wins. I can't thank him enough. I mention every time I'm in this thing, but I really can't thank him enough and all what he does for me, and you know, he's keeping the streak alive. So I keep saying that, and I'd like to thank Rims One especially, and KSR Motors. So keep the momentum rolling, hopefully to the next race, and hopefully just win on out, you know, through the rest of the year. So we'll see.
John Kidwell takes this John Kinder machine to Victory Lane in the USAC feature and Finish Line Wash Pros night. He's going to get a bath here real quick, so we'll go ahead and watch that. Well, the Moon Eyes machine of Mike Melton down here finishes 2nd. Man, I thought you had this thing won when you actually cleared them off of 2, and Joey Gase got stuck down here in 1 and 2, and that was pretty much your night.
Yeah, that killed me. We were really, really good. Man, hats off to Johnny. It's just to even get to race with them because they literally been kicking our ass. So it's just nice to come here and get a good run in. It's nice to lead some laps for a change. He was better than me over here. I was a little better than him over there. And once he got in front of me, he'd get tight in the middle, and I didn't want to run over him, so I'd lift a little, and it would just kill my exit. But yeah, one last caution, and I don't know, maybe we'd have a trophy. But hey, we're happy. It's a good run. Steven had a great run. So all in all, it's a good night for Magic Mafia. So we'll see how it goes at Millbridge.
Yeah, these open wheels had the best feature all night. You guys cannot go out there and beat and bang on each other, and that's what makes a difference, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like he gave me room. I don't know, we were touching. I don't know if you have cameras over there or not, but you couldn't put a piece of paper between me and him off of 2 over there. And it wasn't beating banging. It was just mutual, hey, I know you're there. And we'd go down here and we'd set, and the same thing. And I tried to cross him over a couple times. It was a good race. It was a great race. I'm happy. I mean, nobody likes to finish second, but I'll take it. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
Karts in one piece. Good finish tonight for Mike Melton. Down here with Stephen Todges, the third place finish here at the Outer Carry.
I know you're nervous.
Talking to a superstar over here. I'll just leave it. You know what? Good finish tonight. I'm leaving that.
Thank you.
I'm leaving it, yeah. Superstardom over here. What? How was it?
It was fun. Which you saw me in the green cart today. We gotta figure out why that thing is so fast and get mommy her win. That's what I want. So, thanks to Magic, Turbo, everybody helped on this deal, especially this guy right here. This guy. I had a shot, but he needs it more. So, yeah, it was good. Ed Watkins Marine, Towges Trucking, Victory Lane Karting, and Holzbauer too. He gave me a little tip right before, so maybe I need to call him more. So that's it.
Skate pool cleaning always gives good tips on pool cleaning. And tonight, Finish Line Wash Pros. Night goes, third place goes to Todges.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, for sure. Take a look at the final results for the USAC feature. Kidwell, 4 in a row. We're getting into bounty territory for John Kidwell with his 4 in a row wins here. Mike Melton, a strong second. If there was somebody that was going to beat him tonight, it was going to be Mike Melton, and he definitely had the piece of it.
I'll definitely throw some money in the pot for a bounty on Kidwell. He's been the class of the field. This was probably the closest anybody's got to him. Stephen Todges, though, on the podium in a less than clean way. The Joey Gase had multiple problems. Somehow makes it back up to 4th.
Yeah, Todges hit more go-karts than Snoop Dogg hit spliffs this week, and I'm pretty sure Gase with a disappointing 4th. I expect more out of him, especially when he started off dominating and being super fast in this class when it first launched. And again, our points leader Kingan down in 6th place. Another storyline with major chase implications.
Yeah, absolutely. This USAC series is getting to be ultra competitive. And we look at the points right now in the USAC series. We're looking at Mike Melton now taking the lead by 15 points after this finish.
Yeah, that's how quick things can turn around here in the USAC series. One race, you're 5 points ahead. Next race, you're 15 points behind. With 2 races to go, that's going to be a battle down to the last lap.
All right, let's take a look at the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series news and notes. Title contenders Shaw, Compton, Stroop, and Ayers. And once again, Busch Series Pro Cup, we don't know who's running what next year, and that's going to be very interesting to watch. But this championship battle is not over yet. There's some guys that could make mistakes in the next coming races and really mix up the points.
We just saw 20 points got exchanged in the USAC series, so 23 behind Brian Shaw. Austin Compton, he's well within striking distance.
Yeah, again, that last name Stroop's there, but he's a good ways back for now. I mean, anything could happen, but I think it's between Shaw and Compton right now for that championship.
Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series starting lineup: Ryan Millington on the SRI pole with Chris Lawson on the outside pole.
Row number 2, Jay Zarpata and Anthony Kidwell.
Row 3, we have Chris Bailey and Zach Smith.
Row 4 has Ryan Ayers and Eric Yost.
Row 5, Alfredo Hidalgo and Brian Shaw with 1 win under his belt already.
Row 6, the 2 of Zach Stroop and Lane Fields outside of him.
Hunter Smith and Craig Smith, no relation. Good thing for Hunter. In the next row.
Ronnie Shirk and Austin Compton starting shotgun on the field.
There you go. Pro Cup Predators. Same thing as Cup rules with tires. They have a gear rule as well. Series has grown so much, sent a lot of guys home. As we're on board with Brian Shaw, he'll have the telemetry in-car camera. Got the SMT going on this kart for tonight's race.
Is that where he missed turn 2? That big bump out?
It's got to be. Green flag is out. We are underway for the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series feature. And, man, if this is good as the other ones have been, man, we're in for a treat as Lawson gets to the lead.
We are, yeah. Very common story right there. Chris Lawson out to the lead. Led a lot of laps in this Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series. And, Zach Stroop already involved with some contact.
Yeah, Eric Yost got spun out there, and he gets a piece of him. Stroop not as strong as he was last year, but that doesn't mean he can't make something happen down the stretch. But, man, the guys that you're seeing racing this, they had to beat a lot of karts just to get rolling for this feature here tonight. We sent a lot of karts home.
Yeah, it's a struggle just to make these races a lot of weeks. And so just making the A main is a testament to being a good race car driver. Not great, but you're all right, I guess.
Hey, all right's better than bad in my book. Huge shout out to Craig Crosford-Smith. He had a big wreck just a few weeks ago, and he beat out, 10, 12 go-karts to make the same main, so good for him.
Yeah, he actually won the B main. He was pretty pumped up about that, but did a good job in it. And the other guy that's really good is Alfredo Hidalgo. Definitely a rookie, but he's been making these features as well.
Yeah, it helps when you're in good equipment, too. So Alfredo, he's got some of the best equipment. So we're yellow. What do we got? 47.
Lane Fields.
With the bumper ripped all the way up, looking like a smokestack.
Lane Fields bought that kart from Riggins, obviously. And he's going to have to park it not having a bumper on that thing. Green flag, we're back underway. Lawson leads this thing. And look at that. Anthony Kidwell doing a great job tonight, man. Must just be a good track for him.
It is. Well, Kidwell runs up front all the time, but being up front here, this is one of the toughest tracks that the DNQ series goes to. Thomas Backmarkham in that 15 machine. No,
Millington. Ryan Millington.
Ryan Millington. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't make sense when you said it, did it? It's not front Markham.
No. I mean, I've had some liquor, but man, that wasn't right.
Man, got a hornet's nest back here, and we talked about points. Jay-Z, look at it. Brian Shaw back here in the back of the field with Austin Compton, just like we had talked about.
Ooh, man, runs over the right rear and loses another couple spots. You can't take it easy. There isn't a lot of room here, so there's an opening. You got to go for it, but man, it's high risk, low reward when you're doing that for 12th spot.
Glad to see Ronnie Shirk back racing too, as he's right in front of Shaw here.
There is a brake pedal installed on this machine. I just never see him use it.
Ryan Ayers, we heard his team chatter before. He said he has no brakes, so he is actually racing right now without brakes. As we look at these guys,
he's got ARCA
three
brakes.
Wide.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez, man.
Taking 2 on the outside. Shaw on the gas.
If these guys, and he bout dumps him right there. There you go, Shaw. That's one way to pass him.
Arrow loose. Sucked them around on the right rear quarter.
Packing air.
So the way Shaw's going tonight, he's going to have like 4 teams over his trailer after the race ready to brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking through this year, and you had Zach Smith in the lead, had the tire failure, paid his fine, everything's going. It's like nobody wants to win this championship. And if we catch somebody having some kind of issue in tech, things happen, like Ayers had an issue. It's just crazy to me that some of these guys are, obviously tonight just the points leaders are just struggling in every class. It's not just this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Kidwell was the only. Well, he wasn't even running for points, so yeah, maybe you're right.
I think you got.
I've heard, Bob. I've heard rumors that DGR is coming full-time DNQ racing next year. What have you heard about these rumors?
They haven't said anything officially, but I know that they're at Phantom picking up a lot of chassis.
Yeah, I heard that they just traded in their old trucks and their haulers and got a brand new hauler. Tried to sell some of their trucks and stuff to buy some new DNQ carts, and they might be getting out of the truck series and stepping up to the DNQ series full time. So keep your eyes peeled next year. DGR might be full-time DNQ.
When you think about it, they could have, 50 go-kart chassis for probably one of the trucks that they have over there. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Alfredo Hidalgo goes for a spin with Craig Smith. That's going to bring out the caution. Chris Lawson just handing everybody here at this race as we go back green. And, man, they work on their stuff. They're good. I mean, think of the resources that they have over there with their setup plates.
Yeah, it looks like he's a car chief?
Crew chief, yes.
Lawson. Yeah. Looks like he's auditioning for a driver's seat. Definitely got more wins than his driver this year.
Yeah, he used to race. He raced late models, Bushes. Oh, Zach Stroop on the back bumper of Kidwell. Now he's off of it.
Taking a ride.
Man, he was running pretty good. And when that happens right there, that's tough. As Millington running Zach Smith up the racetrack. And here comes Ayers into fourth with... Look at Compton. Austin Compton was in the B main, qualified 19th, and now he's in the top 5 after transferring.
He must have just had his stagger all effed up at some point because he's charging like a bat out of hell right now. It takes a lot in DNQ to go from the B main to the front, so it's a hats off to him and whatever he found. People need to try to get eyes on his notebook.
It's definitely a championship effort by that 8 machine, and Zach Smith doing a very good job too. His brother. As they're battling it out as the laps are winding down, and Chris Lawson leading as Hunter Smith is going to go through the infield, driving that Joey Gase machine. But it is all Chris Lawson as he leads this race.
Yeah, I saw Austin Compton taking all the cross washers from the top of the spindle and moving them to the bottom of the spindle. And it looks like it's paid off for him.
One of those deals where you're looking at it and you go, let's just do the opposite of everything we've done. You just wholesale. As we come to the checker here, Chris Lawson puts a hurting on everybody.
Lawson will take the win. He did fail Surge in the tech shed, so he will go to last place points, but we are going to talk to him anyway.
Chris Lawson down here debriefing with his crew. You're going to enjoy some bush ice and a nice victory here at the Iredell County Fair. This has got to be on the top of the list of one of the best wins you've ever had in a go-kart.
Absolutely. One of only 2, but definitely the best. I wanted to make a statement here. Got my ass kicked on Friday night, and did a little homework, and I think we did that. So Kart felt the best it's felt since I've had it. So definitely an A game for us right there.
You heard a lot of guys take advantage of the Friday night race. Was the track that much different, or was there just something you were missing real bad?
The track was different. It was a little rough on Friday night, but the grip was still the same. I still lacked the same tendencies earlier today that I did then. So we made some big changes, air pressure and some stuff with tires, stagger, and I feel like we definitely hit it. It had the most grip it's had since I've been doing this, so it felt good.
It's an old-fashioned ass whooping. It's got to feel good here at the Iredell County Fair. We got throwback trophies, some beer. The boss man's in the house. Chris Lawson's going to take home the swing. Anybody you got to thank for this?
Yeah, all these guys. There's a select few of us at Front Row Motorsports, the 38 truck team, that come out here and help. And yeah, thank you to all of them guys, because without them, this wouldn't even be worth doing. So,
Chris Lawson, your winner tonight in the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series feature. I've been up a long time today. We're down here at Ryan Millington, our second place finisher in the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series feature. Pretty good piece tonight. Second, Lawson pretty fast, but overall pretty good night at the fair.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. We got killed, man. We were, I thought we were pretty good, but we weren't good enough. But overall, a lot of fun. Always fun coming out here running DNQ. So gonna go home and I guess get myself my own set of treaded tires and come out and do it again at Millbridge in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever run these before, have you? It's definitely a different beast, kind of different racing, and this track is a freaking slam fest, so I'm sure that was exciting.
Yeah, I always have fun racing out here, and it was even a lot of fun in the flat cart. So we're gonna get ready and try to come back for the next one.
Ryan Millington, a good second place finish here tonight. Down here with Zach Smith, a very good third-place finish. He came here, ran Friday night as well, had a good finish there. Did you win that race?
Yes.
Okay, won the race on Friday night. I don't pay attention very good. But a good third-place finish here tonight as well. What was the difference tonight from Friday night?
The track was wider. It was definitely a whole lot more smooth, so good job by those guys. And I don't know, it was wider tonight.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slam fest. I mean, it's just, you get to the back of that field, it's got to feel good to like get in the top 3 and get away from all that.
It wasn't as bad when we got up there. That restart was a little rough, but that was just everybody trying to get position and get in line.
Yeah, Zach, so you got anybody to thank for this third place finish here tonight?
Compton's Welding and Fab, Piedmont Paving, FK Rod-Ins, Chris at CRM Collision, Precision Tree, EW Motorsports, and everybody else if I forgot anybody.
Zach Smith, a good finish here tonight. Third place in the Filthy Mechanic Pro Cup Series feature.
Let's take a look at the final results in the Pro Cup Series. And just like a vote tally, you think somebody's got this thing won, and we go through the text shed. Failed surge, did not fully surge. It did surge, but not a full surge. So Lawson will go to last place points. That puts Millington in the spot. He did pass full engine teardown. And trust me, when he took the head bolts out of it, we knew it was stock because they barely came out.
Sitting there with your 20-volt impact trying to pull them.
They were squealing on the
out.
way out. We sat there and even Mike was like, yeah, those have never been out before. So, yeah. Good run for Zach Smith. Ryan Ayers, a good third-place finish with no breaks. Austin Compton, championship effort right there. And Brian Shaw finished 7th as well, so it's a good run for both of those guys. But when you look at you can't drop this race, it means it's maximum points, so it's a good finish for him.
Yeah, Compton definitely made up some points tonight, that's for sure. Brian Shaw still your points leader, but Austin Compton only 9 back right now. Started at 23 back, only 9 back. Going into the intercourse, you could easily make that up in one race.
And you could also lose it too. Going into that tight right-hander, you get shuffled out on that last late race restart, and you could be a hero back to a 0 real quick. So buy your tickets, folks. That intercourse race is going to be great.
Yeah, you look at the old Winston Cup Series point system, and it's still as good as it used to be. So I don't ever think we had to change it, but what are you going to do? All right, well, our next race is the road course. It is the Night Stalker Designs road course race at the Millburn Speedway. And, I mean, look, we changed some things this year. I mean, getting into turn 1, you drive straight around the racetrack, so definitely a lot more speed at this track this time.
Yeah, I can't wait. The intercourse is my favorite. There's never a lack of excitement, and even the bad guys have fun at the intercourse.
Absolutely, especially at the bus stop. But intercourse at the bus stop is fantastic. Jeremy's got it a little bit more exaggerated this year, so you really have to mind your P's and Q's getting in and getting off there and carrying a lot of speed. It's going to be fun for the drivers and the fans alike.
And don't forget the Golden Ashley Burnett Trophy, one of the most coveted trophies in DNQ.
Amen, brother.
Well, for Bill Chester and Jay-Z, I am Bob Duato, and we will see you guys at the intercourse.